Hey everyone, so sorry that I wasn't able to get you a video last week. I hope you guys are watching these. I have been on a sick domino in my house with my family. I'm sure some of you have been as well, because I've been hearing murmurs that sicknesses are going around. So I kept thinking I'll wait until a day when I should be seen, and that day never arrived. It's barely here today. So I'm home, and I thought I'll just get this video out to you because I want to connect. I'm really enjoying being in the boards, looking at your guys' work, responding, taking in the comments that you're sharing. The conversations are lovely, delightful. These books are really special, and your thoughts on them continue to surprise me even after quarters and quarters of teaching this material. So just a couple of broad commentary. I'm feeling like many of us could work a little bit more on depth and development. So pull up the tips for completing levels and quests document at the top of the modules page, and make sure that you're keeping that in focus all throughout the course. And think about how you can do a variety of things that are mentioned. So close reading, comprehensive reading, asking questions, making connections, hypothesizing, wondering, challenging, different kinds of connections, personal connections, connections to other stories, other courses that you're taking, all kinds of stuff. And just, again, try to do a variety. But probably more importantly than that is that this quarter I'm having to make a lot more comments than usual about you guys doing that close and comprehensive reading. So real quick, I've said it on a lot of recordings, but I just don't want to have to say it so much anymore. So I'm just going to tell everyone. Comprehensive reading. I hated classes where I had reading material and then had to go take a comprehension quiz. Did you do the reading? If you did, you should know what happens on page 85. I think that is not learning. That's just managing and policing whether or not you're doing your work. And that's just not learning. It's not rich. I want you to read the material. I trust you to read the material. And then I want you to have a good conversation. So how do we get away from proving that you read the material? In your good conversation, drop some breadcrumbs and some hints see, Amber, I know what happens here and there and there and there. Get precise. Don't make your stuff look like you watched. I said this in a few places, not accusing you guys of it, but just teaching you kind of how to demonstrate that proof. If I read your work and it looks like you could have written this based off of a YouTube video trailer of what the thing is about, then I don't feel so confident that we're having a deep and rich experience here. So put details in there. Put awareness and knowledge in there of the characters and the places and the moments and the obscurities and whatever. Get it in there. And then that aligns with the close reading. And that is not only to demonstrate your engagement, but also to practice a really important academic skill that extends beyond literature. Because I'm guessing from the discussion boards, educated guess here, that we're not a bunch of literature majors. No, but we're all here to get a degree or a certificate or to grow or learn. And one of the most transferable skills that you can get in this literature course, not just the credit to earn your degree, but a skill that you can use elsewhere to succeed and do well, is going to be that close reading. And the idea is, whether online, whether in person, when we're discussing material in an academic course, we want to say where we're getting the material from exactly. We don't just do that to avoid plagiarism. We do it to enrich the conversation. So when I say, gosh, you remember that part where so-and-so did this, or the writer said that, and it was really, upsetting or shocking or exciting, then everyone else, imagine it's a conversation. Everyone goes, wait, what page was that on? And so we can all grab our books and flip there and be like, oh yeah, but wait, right before that, this happened, but the exact words are this. And see how it ends? You bring us to the exact spot so that everyone can participate richly. That is a skill worth practicing, and that is one that I'm looking for, that I want you to develop. And it's, it's like that's how you complete the levels, but also I'm not very rarely am I going to give any treasure if you're not doing that close reading. So I just want to get precise about that, elaborate, prove you're doing the reading, and get in there and point to the specific places. I'm not sharing this as like a more so I just want to encourage you guys that this class is not just about this class, that it can have implications for you beyond this class. And I'm passionate about teaching you, encouraging you, and challenging you to hone some skills that are going to help you knock it out of the park in other places too. Okay, that was a long rant. I'm sorry and not sorry, you know how that goes. Now let's talk about what you're up to. Hopefully you guys are starting to read The House on Mango Street. Starting it. Or maybe all you did was a pre-reading post. So actually now you're starting it. It's time to read The House on Mango Street. By Tuesday, expand on your original post. So you're going to read about halfway through pages 55. Should be a flowing read, pretty quick. It's episodic literature, which means that it's not a chronological timeline. It's like little journal entries. Some of you will like that. Some of you will hate that. That's kind of why we're reading it, because it's different. It's challenging in that way. And then by Thursday, you will finish the book. You will finish your original post. You'll read to the very end. I also want you to dig into Chapter 9 of Russell's text, which is realistic fiction. I believe that will help you to manage the genre that you're reading, because not only is the episodic nature a little bit challenging, but this book is the first book in the course where I really see the class kind of go out in all different directions of reaction. Some people will say the representation in this book was so meaningful to them as a person that they enjoyed it. Other people will say I wanted to like it, but I started to hate it. It was depressing. It was it felt inappropriate. And I'm only giving all of this away because I want you to know that your reactions belong here, and that this is the exact reason why the book is in the course, is because it helps us to start talking about the things we've already been talking about, but as well that question of what should children actually be reading and at what age. Earlier on in the course, we talked a lot about preserving innocence and imagination. Well, this character will begin with some innocence and imagination and desperation and some hardship. And then as the character develops, you will see their innocence imposed upon by their circumstances, and you will have to wrestle with whether or not this piece of literature is doing anything meaningful with that theme of innocence, and also where you might see this. Remember that even though the class is called Literature for Children, go back to the very first level, we're not just dealing with picture books and board books. We're also looking at young adult literature, and now we're starting to get into that. So I know it's a big jump from the picture books unit, because you're definitely thinking preschool, early elementary, and now we're going, I read this book in college, but I know that some people read it in high school or middle school. So it's a big jump. Here's your warning. And I'm just excited to see what you guys will have to say about that. But be prepared for the change. As well, there are a lot of materials in the Level 8 Exploring Diverse Books discussion that you guys did. So just note that next week there will be kind of a big space from Monday through Thursday for you to go back to those materials, reflect on House on Mango Street, and complete a sort of out-of-the-ordinary project called the Dear Someone Project. So you can start to preview that. But this week is really House on Mango Street. All right, email me if you have any questions. I will be continuing to work through your work that you've already submitted. I'm almost done with the level. Which one was it? I'm not in the recommending diverse books yet. I'm still leaving comments for the picture books discussion, just a few more of you. I'll probably quickly cruise through the wordless picture books level and then spend more toward the end of the week catching up on your diverse books discussion. Can't wait. And stay healthy, everyone. Have a great week. Remember that next week is your deadline to, I think maybe actually might flow into the following, but it's getting close for your deadline to withdraw from courses. If you need any help with that, let me know. Hi, kitty. Sometimes that is a good choice. I don't think any of you guys are alarming me in any way. If you're behind, you can still catch up here, but maybe that's something to consider for other classes. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.